Firstly, namaste everyone. Thank you so much for joining in today. I'm Vijayalakshmi. I am a health coach and a yoga expert at the Good Health. With me, I have Vaishnavi ma'am. She's the one who's hosting the event and conducting the event. Again, thank you so much for joining in today. A humble request is if some of you all could turn on your videos because that way I can see you, I can interact with you, and also I understand. Thank you so much. Also, I understand if you go wrong at any position. We'll be focusing on back and neck, that is our spine right now. So I'll quickly explain the few movements of the spine. This is your spine. It goes upwards, can bend down, yes, it can bend backwards, it can go upwards, it can twist, and it can also bend laterally. So we'll be focusing on these five movements of the spine throughout our session today. And these five positions, these five stretches are very important because the thing is we do not do them often. So if you might notice when you're working also for like 8 hours, you're you feel the need to stretch. And you don't feel this need to stretch just in any direction. It's either upwards, I stretch upwards, or I stretch sideways and twist my spine. This is the usual stretches that we go for because that relaxes us. So we'll be aiming at the first stretch, which is the upward stretch. So requesting you all to stand up for this and bring 1 feet distance between your feet. So you measure it from the toe, 1 feet distance between your feet. Look forward, make sure your hips are facing forward, your hands are on the side. From here, inhale, raise your hands, and at the same time, come on your toes. That is your balancing on your toes. Focus at one point in front of you, otherwise, you will lose balance. Exhaling, you turn your hands and from behind bring it down. At the same time, come on your feet. We do this 2 more times. I'll be showing you a sideward version now. Inhaling, raising our hands up and coming on our toes. 2, 3. Hold your breath. Focus. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, coming down. 2. The movement has to be a simultaneous. Once more, the same asana. Inhale, 2, 3, hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3. Great. We'll be doing the same upward stretch, this time not with the toes. So we interlock our hands and we stretch up. Simple stretch. From here, what we'll be doing is you might notice your hand is in the same level of your ear. So your hand goes slightly behind, very slightly behind. Look a little bit up, exposing your chest towards the ceiling. So your chest faces the ceiling. Slight move. Stay here, normal breathing. If you feel uncomfortable, come out of it. Very gently coming into the normal position and very gently letting go of it. Okay. We interlock our hands, stretch forward. Okay. Bring it back, stretch to the side. And make sure your hips are facing forward for this. So your hands go inside. On the other side. Great. Coming back, release. We now do the lateral stretch. So around 2 feet distance between your feet. From here, bringing your right hand on the waist. So not your hip, on your waist. You look to the left side and inhaling, you bend to the left. Simultaneously bring your right hand from the waist to the armpit. So your elbows face towards the ceiling. You are looking down. Your hand doesn't touch the feet. Look at the middle finger of the hand and exhaling. Come to the center position. Your hand goes down the waist level and you move forward. We'll do this again. Hands now with the left side first. Your hands on the waist. You look to the right. Look at the right middle finger and inhaling, we bend to the right side, gently bringing the left hand to the armpit and look down. Still here, normal breathing. Very gently bringing the arm back down, coming back to the center, normal position. We'll do this one more time on each side. Right hand on the waist, looking to the left side. Now with the breath count. Inhale, bend, 2, 3. Hold your breath. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhaling, coming back to center. 2, 3. Switch sides. Looking to the right now. Inhale. 2, 3. Hold your breath. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 2, 3 and center. Normal breathing. All right. Now one exercise specifically for the twisting of the, oh, we'll do another lateral stretch. That will be great. So you're in the same leg position around 2.5 feet. Let your right toe face to the right side. Right toe facing the right side. Now bring your hip position to the center. Your hip is always facing forward. Your hands are in T position. From here, you first bend to the right and then go down. Now touch whatever you can touch. You can touch your shin bone, you can touch your ankle if possible. If it is not possible, then you can touch your thigh as well. Whatever you can. And look up to the left hand. Stay here, normal breathing. It's an extreme stretch. You can come out of it if you're uncomfortable. Looking down, coming back up. We do the same thing on the left side. So bring your right leg in, left leg out. Hips facing forward, hands in T position. First bending to the left side and then going down and looking up. Just don't touch your knee. Your knee is holding everything in. So don't touch your knee. You can touch your leg anywhere otherwise. Looking down, coming back up, and release. Now the same position of the leg, we'll stay in the same position of the leg. Bring our hands again to on the side. From here, bring your right hand forward, left hand goes behind. And let your right hand touch the left toe and look up. Looking down, coming up. Now going for the left side. Left hand comes forward, right hand goes behind. Left hand touches the right toe and you look up. Looking down, Coming back up and release. Now, just a little bit of two exercises for the asanas we'll be doing further. Come to the end of your mat, wherever your mat ends. From here, you will be walking forward on your toes and while you come back, walk behind on your heels. So, walking forward on your toes, think of it as your own rampart, and walking behind on your heels. One last time, walking forward on your toes and walking behind on heels. Great. So now we'll be bending forward. So we'll do the same thing that we did before. So we raised our hands up and we let our hands slightly go behind, exposing our chest to the seat. Coming into that position first and then gently going down. First becoming a tabletop and then going down further, touching your toe. Yeah. Now, bringing the same hand behind you. Interlock your hands and stretch further. If you're unable to do it, it's fine. You stay in the same position. Gently letting go of your hands, bringing it back to your toes. Keep your normal breathing. Gently coming down. Slide backward and release. You'll be doing the same thing, but this time it's slightly advanced from this position into going forward to plank. So if you're uncomfortable with it, just let me know, unmute yourself and let me know. Alright, same position will be going up, slide behind, bending down. From here, walking your hands forward, and coming into plank position. Stay here. Gently, very gently, bringing your knees down. And walking one palm print behind, coming into your all fours position. So you are on your fours. From here, inhaling, look up, curve your spine. Exhaling, let your chin touch your chest. Inhaling, looking up, curving your spine. Exhaling, let your chin touch the chest. One more time, inhaling, look up, curve your spine. Exhaling, chin to the chest. Great. Now coming on the normal position, that is you're on your fours, the normal position. From here, raising your right leg up as it is. So it is bent. We just raise them in the bent position. And you might notice that your weight is getting unevenly distributed. So put your weight on the right side, your right hand specifically. Look forward, breathe normally. Now, gently bring it down. First, let it touch the right elbow and then let it go. Normal position now. We do this again on the left side. So raising your left leg now. And then you might notice the weight is coming on the right side. So shifting the weight to the left side. Straightening your hips. specifically. Bringing it to the left elbow first and then letting it go. Now, same position, slide your hips behind, let your forehead come on the mat. Breathe normally, catch your breath. Stay here for a few seconds. So, very gently sliding your hands behind, coming into a Vajrasana position. Now, very gently we'll be switching to Sukhasana. Switching to Sukhasana. Hands on the side. Inhaling, raise your hands up. Join your hands. Stay here, normal breathing. Now, inhaling here, exhaling, bend forward and become parallel to your mat, to the ground. Inhaling, coming back up. Exhale over here. Inhaling, bend to the right. Coming back to center. Inhaling, bend to the left. Back to center. Twist. Exhaling to the right. Center. Twisting to the left. Center. Release. Relax. That's your hand. So we have covered most of the movements that our spine does. One major movement that we haven't covered much is the backward movement, spine going backward, and the stretch. We have not covered much of the upward stretch. So we'll be focusing on the forward and backward movement. Switching now. Let your legs come forward in front of you. Okay. Now, in this position, make sure your toes are pointing upwards and let your glutes come in so that you can straighten your spine as well. Yes. In this position, we raise our hands up and then gently bend forward, touching our toes. Release and let your hand come to this. Now, same position. What we'll be doing is going slightly behind. This is our spine right now. You'll be going slightly behind. Stretch your hands forward towards your toes. Go slightly behind. To the point where you feel like you cannot go further down without falling behind. Stay there, normal breathing. Coming back. Relax. Okay. One twist which is excellent for your spine. You first let your right leg fold and hold your right knee. Let the right leg fall on the left side of the left knee. Your left leg bends and bring it closer to the right hip. Following through, all good? Raise your left hand up. Your right knee is up. So your left hand comes out. Cross it with the right knee. And look behind from the right side. This is an extreme twist and which is excellent for your spine. Stay here in normal breathing. Coming back, releasing. We do the same thing on the left side. So first, catching hold of your left knee, letting your left knee fall on the right side, and letting your right leg come to the left side of the hip. Left knee comes up. We raise our right hand, cross it with the left, and look behind from the left side. Coming back, release. All right. Coming back into Vajrasana position. This is an extreme backward stretch. So, in case you have severe back problems, it's not recommended that you go for this. We first let our hands go behind, few steps behind, and gently raise our hips up. Yes? Then bring our hands closer. Stay here, normal breathing. Walking your hands behind again, letting your hips come down first, and then coming into normal Vajrasana. Now, come a little forward, a little to the start of your mat in Vajrasana only. Let your legs come to the side. So your legs are on the side, your glutes are on the mat. Yes? And from here, gently walk your hands, let your elbows come on the mat, and very gently bring your body on the mat. This is Paryankasana, and a very good stretch for, especially for your lower back and your reproductive organs. So this asana is said to help with menstruation for women, with even with conceiving for women. However, if a woman is pregnant, she should not perform this. Same position. So we are in this position. Let your hands fall on top of your head. So this is an extreme stretch for your back. You will also feel a stretch around your abdomen. It's very good for your lower abdominal fat, which is something that we cannot easily get rid of. This exercise is excellent for that. Stay here. Bringing your hands back first. How do you come out of this? Put the weight on both of your hands. Come on your elbows first, then gently raising yourself up. Come back to this position, gently coming into Vajrasana position. From here, slide your hands forward, let your forehead come on the mat. Relax yourself. We'll be moving forward with supine exercises now. We'll be doing a whole lot of spine exercise. So, turning to any one side of your choice. Any one side. Gently bring yourself down, facing one side. I'm choosing the right side right now. If it is the right side, let your right leg, your knees straighten themselves. Take support of with the other hand. Just a second. How many phones are we? Okay. Taking support with the left hand or the right hand, any hand that you're using. Raising your upper leg up just a few degrees, 10 degrees. After raising, let your toes point outward and let your leg come slightly forward. Balance yourself. Now, bringing it back to the center and back with the heel out. So, heel is pointing outwards, toes are pointing inwards. So, your toes point outwards when you go forward, your toes point inwards when you go behind. We do this a few times. Outwards and forward, inwards and behind. Outwards, forward, inwards, behind. One last time. Outwards, forward, inwards, behind. Letting your leg down. Turning to the other side. We do the same thing again. Hand support with the right hand or the left hand that you're choosing. Let your legs straighten themselves out. Gently raise your right leg about 10 degrees above the ground. When it goes forward, thumbs out, the toes out. And when it goes behind, the toes in, heels out. Toes out, forward. Toes in, behind. Toes out, forward. Toes in, behind. Last time, toes out, forward. Toes in, behind. Let your leg fall down, up on your back. Now, folding your legs first. You fold your legs and bring them onto your chest. Yes. Don't hold on to your lips. Just stay here. Bring your knees as close to yourself as possible. Gently hold on to them. Bring them closer. Let them go. Hold on to your knees. So bring your palms and catch hold of the knee now. This exercise is excellent for your spine. So just make rotations with your knee. You will have a good massage of your spine. Yes, rotate them clockwise and anti-clockwise. Gently rotate them up and down as you do, and letting go of your legs. Don't straighten your legs yet. Bring your legs to hip distance apart. Let your hands come beside you. Very gently raise your hips up, bringing your chest closer to your chin. Stay here, normal breathing, and gently bringing it down. Now, straighten your leg, bring your legs together. Let your hands be on the side of the mat. Inhaling, what we did at the start, which was raising our hands and toes up simultaneously. We'll be doing the same exercise sleeping, which is actually very good for the spine. So you raise your hands up, inhaling, at the same time straighten your toes. Stay here, holding your breath. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhaling, bringing your hands back and straightening your that is bringing your toes back to normal position. We do this again. Inhaling, raising your hands up, straightening your toes, holding your breath. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhaling, bringing your hands back and bringing your toes to normal position. We'll be doing the same thing now. But this time, instead of straightening your knees, you bring your toes towards you. That is, curving your toes and bringing your heels up. So, inhaling, raising your hands up, curving your toes, bringing it closer to you. And exhaling, bring your hands back down, bringing your toes to normal. Great. We now turn onto our stomach. Coming on to our stomach now. One important asana which everyone should do for the spine and health is Cobra pose or Vijayalakshmi. So you bring your hands to the side or very close to your chest, a little lower than your shoulders, bringing your forehead on the mat. Let your toes be together, let your heels be apart. This is the position. Coming on to this position. Inhaling, very gently raising your head up, raising your chest up. Don't take hands up. I do not want this. No, not interested. I want you to take, strength of your core muscles, of your chest muscles, and your spine, and raise your spine. Looking forward, breathe normally. We are doing the static position. Whenever you feel like it, you can come down, exhale. Exhaling, coming down. Bring your head back on you. We'll do this one more time, but in a dynamic version. That is, we won't stay up for this long. So inhaling, raising yourself up. 2, 3. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhaling, coming down. Bring one palm on top of the other. Bring a cheek on top of this palm. Look to one side. Relax yourself in your class. Now, bringing your hands to the side of the mat, letting your chin come on the mat, bringing your toes together. Let your inhaling raise your right leg up 10 degrees. Let your toes be pointed out. Gently bringing it down. Inhaling, raise the left leg up. Gently bringing it down. This time, raise both the legs up. Stay here. Very gently bringing it down. Turn onto your back.